Enough. So, I said it before. Well, I thought I already said it. I'm that fucking high, and yeah. Befitting song for the topic of the video. Moving on up. Of course, again, like right now, I'm not doing a lot of editing, but I'm about to now that I'm retiring at 38. Oh man. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So I'll give you a little rundown over there, but yeah, I forget. Let me try experiment here. It's like, why would I want to look at a smaller screen without a bigger screen? But the camera angle right here is better than it being on top of my widescreen. But it's neither here nor there. And I think I'll click that. Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah. Forgot to turn on the float. We all float down here, boy. Beep beep. Might be too old of a reference, but then again, they remade it. Anyways, so yeah, again, no edit, just free thought, and just I guess making a kind of a pre-celebration video, which in the past I should know better by now, but I'm like, meaning like I thought I was so close to something like phenomenal in like career-wise, stuff like that. One time was me and my buddy talking to these guys who would build houses out of the walls out of concrete walls, basically making SIP panels out of concrete. So instead of your regular OSB foam and then another OSB, you have the two I think one side would, I think they would make different thicknesses, but the point is once they were both, it'll be a sandwich of concrete, right? So you got the the solidness of the concrete, right, and the efficiency of insulation, and they build homes out of it. And we were trying to build one of our first ones that I designed, basically. One of the ones, one of the homes, whatever. But I forgot what happened. I don't know what happened. And that, yeah, we thought we were gonna get a job with the company, and we can help it, like, I don't know, do cool shit with the product, but whatever. Anywho, I'm high as fuck. I just got home tired from doing a long day's work. Actually, yeah, let me show you guys that real quick. How about we do that? So I haven't really showed this side of my life yet. And basically, this is another video saying there's a lot of shit's about to come. Where the fuck? There you go. A lot of. I got terabytes of video. I know I could have blown up in YouTube. I'm gonna prove it. I have a plan right now to basically just go in reverse, right? Just find my oldest video, right? The oldest video I can find, and just start and ramp it up so to get to modern day. And I'll mix maybe some more modern day ones too in between there. Why not? So basically, I've been building my portfolio, right? My archive of videos and stuff like that, because I know I have a lot to say. And I don't know. Seems like I can't. I don't know. It's just. It's a blessing and a curse, man. That's all I'm telling you. Like, you want other people to kind of think your way because it will serve them, right? It will benefit them. And some of you guys will convert. I'm using that later. I'm saying you'll see that what I mean, and thus you'll, I guess, believe in Dan-isms, basically. But what was I saying from that? I got high. Damn. See, I can stop the video now. That's what I hate about this damn. Damn, they have to make one actually. Oh, here we go. All right, perfect example, right? Now I remember. Hold on. make a video software that you can record your screen, pause it, and reverse back to where you left off if you lose your train of mind. And it will record that too, or just come back to the other one and splice it together automatically. All right. Yeah, something about flow charting in mind mapping, basically. I was gonna say, primarily flow charting to basically become very conscious as possible. Sorry. Basically, the strategy is slowing down as much as possible, and looking at things very carefully, like okay, picking up this thing, putting it over here, and then the next process I have to do this or that. Could have done it better, right? Wasted motion, basically. Wasted motion. You naturally have to create a flowchart for wasted motion, period. But let's say, in this case, you want to map out. Something, you know. And what I propose are relationships for sure. I can't wait to finalize that so I can run people through the maze of logic, of probabilities, factors, logic, and be like, okay, if we keep up ending here, what can we conclude, right? Oh my god! But it's gonna be fun. It's stressful and yet fun at the exact same time because the intention is not to make people jealous, but it's just gonna happen naturally, you know. What would be nice if it would cause envy, and it will in certain people's cases, and there is a difference, okay? That's why I can't wait to articulate everything, all my whole cosmology, and like I guess these principles that I saw into one thing. So what was I gonna say with that? Damn. I'm high as fuck. All right, actually, let's skip forward here, okay? Let's go over here, because again, that's the mind, right? And that's why meditation is so important. But again, and that's why people edit too. Okay, and that's why editing exists. I get it, but right now it's not an effective use of my time. And when you see why, or actually, I'm going to explain to you why. Okay, so a little bit here, so you guys get to kind of know me before I blow up in the YouTube world, because I guess I got a mouthpiece. Yeah. In a different context, but okay. So this is I once raised. It's a whole long story. All right, whatever. My sister's fiance raised this capital through a company I work with. Oh man, it's under my teeth. So this is not the real banks, but this was what he got approved for. But I changed the numbers because I'm using it as a template, you know. So that was the whole point. So once I got my loans, right, I just gonna plug in the numbers, and everything will spit out, you know, what I'm gonna make, which is $328,000, or a little over $28,000 a month, which is $338,000 a year salary, passively. I'm talking about passively, not the real estate stuff where they say it's passive. There's a lot of things that they call passive, but again, it's a loaded word, like most words, most labels. Okay, there's a spectrum of passive, and this one's on the extreme, beautiful end of of passive. Let your money work for you. You don't have to learn how to trade. You know, in the stock market or crypto markets, you just have to find people who can. You know. So. Just like when people hire me to go, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna show you. Hire me to go. Oh fuck, I hope not. Let's see, redacted. Yeah, okay, good. Whew. All right. Sometimes I'm like, what do I have back there that I don't necessarily want you guys to see yet, or ever? Not that I have anything to hide. It's just basically nudity, right? For the law of, you know, you can't, you know, yeah, no nudity. Retarded. But anyways, here we go. So I currently remodel bathrooms. Oh, don't get me wrong, man. At one point I was doing this, Airbnb, Amazon, and a CBD company. Hold on. Yeah, second day. That was today. Well, that was the first day of yesterday. Anyways. So yeah, I got, like I said, I got terabytes of video, and obviously I record all of my installs. Point being though, with that, I'm making an e-course to train some of you guys. So I know, since YouTube is primarily a lot of more males than anything, anyways. Since I'm a male, most some subscribers are going to be my male, right? I know I look younger than most people, so hopefully that resonates. And it seems like my generation is a generation where this delayed adulthood happened because of basically worse economic. Okay, sure, we have the internet and all that stuff, but we also got kind of a worse economic, right? For those guys that really don't push themselves further. Yeah, but it's existed in the past, and it kind of always. Actually, I mean, I digress. Anyways, I'm gonna make an e-course. Probably gonna make me, $1 million by the end of the year. Because why? Well, let's go back to this. Okay, so I create cash flow of $16,000. So right now I need to make $12,000 a month to break even, and that's maybe I think 500 savings to 1,000 savings, depending, because sometimes like here. Oh yeah, that's I remember now. I wanted to do last time. There we go. Bought some guitars, man, just to not lose my fucking skill set on them. I lost my piano once because that's a lot harder. Well, I guess I can get a keyboard. I was planning on one, and I will. But again, I got other things that excite me more. And one of them is definitely that e-course, because as much money as this bringing, right? You're like, wow, you're bringing that much. Well, it's all relative. So, maybe it might be who knows, really. The potential's there, though. That's all I got to say. It can actually go even further than $1 million in a short amount of time, because that's the power of the internet. And if something's ready, right? Sometimes some things just line up perfectly. I get the chills. Though, I mean, and then I'll just put money more back into this, right? Because I'll have more than enough. Actually, I'm going to give my sister and all them an account with this too. That's how I'm going to pay them initially. And of course, since I'm ahead of the game, if these were to disappear, again, in business, you always got to diversify. Always. This thing this thing is definitely going to be around for a while. Why? Because it's a whole new industry. As Mr. Wonderful puts, it's going to be the 12th sector of the S&P. I think he's right. But even if it's not recognized like that, anyways, who cares? It's the market. It's how much money is going there, and because it's just better. Basically, it's better financial technology. It's better fintech. That's all it really is at the end of the day. And so be it. Again, this the technology money hasn't evolved in a long time. And now what did nature do? Boom! Bitcoin, phenomenon. Now, and again, it's more about the concept, really. And obviously look what it sparked, and then Ethereum, which is in a sense probably has more utility, and then there's another crypto that I'm about to dollar cost average in, and it already went bonkers already, okay? And this is what these markets do. They just go up and down. When it's super low, start buying in, and you'll feel it ramping up, and then that's when you dollar cost a little more, right? So you can start with I'm going to start with $10, right? And again, pay attention to the market. Let's say just once a week or something like that. That's all you really need to do, because with dollar cost averaging, it's more of like a swing trade, I guess, or could be. Anyways, what was I saying? Let's go over these numbers. It's fucking hilarious. So these are the loan amounts. Actually, let me zoom in. Fuck that. I don't want how. Okay, so these are the loan amounts that I got and the rates. And if you would have saw what it was before, this is what's nice about this is you can. Damn, really? Can't do this. Fuck. I guess I couldn't do this. It's weird to see your face blown up like that. I don't think anybody looks good that blown up. Oh yeah, I love this show history here. Okay, and that brings another thing. I'm gonna create a Google add-on, right? That it's basically going to should generate me like a couple million, like 40 million a month. Because I found a company that does something similar, but what's it called? Basically, all it is. Okay, let me give you a quick thing. So it's all it does is changes this user interface. It just makes it look different, right? It just works a little different. So yeah, they basically they make this, they transform whatever the data that you put into this into a much more better looking basically a website with information on it, right? So I kind of have my own version of that per se. Let's just say I take the best out of Excel, numbers, and what's not in Google Sheets. I'm going to add to it through this basically in a sense API Google add-on. And that $40 million company, for the example that I found, that's a conservative. That's based on even less than or just well, it's conservative in other words. Okay, see, I could go on and on. Okay, so it's crunch a lot of numbers as you guys are going to see here. Okay, I can go on and on and on because I'm passionate about it. It just is what it is. That's why it just like a spirit takes over me. It's like woo. Anyways. Sometimes I do get lost. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck was that? It's like, damn. Anyways, I was, yeah. If you saw the history, it would say that it was 11. I was saying he got 11, around 11 interest rate average. See, because I also created this. This gives us the average. So I'm getting an average rate of so it went up 4%, like 3-4%, which just I guess what it is. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, fuck it, whatever. Who cares what? Yeah, I was going to say it's not that bad. Any interest that goes up is in a sense bad in a, let's say, very economic whatever. So anyway, so this spits out everything here, right? So basically, so here we go. So I've been pre-qualified for $267,000 and $267,900, right? And this is basically what I teach in my other channels. See, I'm making creative. I already have different channels for different purposes. And if you find me in my other ones, nice, and you're gonna see that everything I say is true. I don't lie. I have terabytes of evidence to prove it. And now I want to invest in this $2,000. I think it's called Squid something, and it basically just raids everything, right? Double copy everything, and it's just it's like for top of the line, like, and I'm gonna need it for my YouTube channel. So, anyways, so I pay. It's supposed to be 15, but since I'm one of their affiliates, I get a 4% discount because I brought them some recent business, and I'm bringing myself through it, which I'm paying 11% out of this whole total. So I got to pay them nearly $30,000, $29,469, which leaves me a total capital of $238,431. Actually, a little less because some of these have origination fees. Some of them have a set price, some of them have a set percentage, but they're all around just under $2,000. The other thing is that when I talk to my underwriter, he's like, yeah, well, these are the other options, and so basically, from what I gathered, I got more other banks to apply. He was saying that the credit unions, the reason why he didn't do credit unions is because the credit unions will definitely do a pool, whereas these are doing soft pools. So you're not going to be that far off in what they're actually going to end up giving you, because when my sister's fiance did it, he got these quotes, and then later on, I guess they got counter offered, and they reduced the amount, but whatever. He was still able to raise 100. See, I don't want to pull it up, but for another video, that story. Actually, I already made it for my other channel. See, I got to cross-pollinate and maybe do some censoring or whatever. Anyway, so these are the payments for this, right? $6,723 a month. Okay, that's basically a cost of a Bentley or a Ferrari or something like that. Maybe a little more, but because I'm about to get an Aston Martin. I was thinking for a while I was really about to execute on a Bentley, but then I went back to because basically I couldn't find it, and then I'm like, I built one on whatever. I'm just like, but I don't want to wait 6 fucking months, 6+ months for that car. Fuck, you know? So I'd rather just find something new, and I'll use an excuse to go blog, and, you know, I'm going to be flying and shit. I hate flying though, man. That's the thing. It's like, I'm probably going to say it on all my videos. I'm like, I don't really like the whole travel experience, man. I like my home, man. Once I set up my shit, like, I like my bed, I like my office, you know, how everything's set up. So I'm not a traveling kind of guy. So so this formula shows you here basically that it's still true. Basically, for the most part, you can predict your monthly payments based on for every dollar that you borrow, you times it by 2, that will give you your monthly payment basically. So in total interest, I'll be paying almost $47,000, and with principal and interest, I have now I have acquired a debt of $314,000 and change. Most people would be afraid of that, but when you actually have a financial vehicle like the ones that I found, because God answered one of my other prayers again, and again, I'm not saying I kneel down. No, your thoughts are your prayers, and I've just been thinking, like, man, I've just been thinking passive income. I've just been searching, and I've been looking at many different business proposals and this and that. I'm like looking and looking and looking. And I'm like passive, online and passive, and boom, like, and then I didn't even, you know, it just happened, and I wasn't even aware that it was answered, and that's the funny thing about life. Okay, so now let me show you the power of this this leftover capital. Now he also got credit cards too, so this is not even counting the credit cards. Okay, this is not even counting the credit cards. And what sounded from my underwriter that he can do the credit unions that will, I guess, give the same amount, but have a lower interest rate. So I just told him, dude, do the best strategy to get the maximum capital that, you know, whatever. Either way, it's still going to be a chunk of change here. All right. So yeah, this is what he got in credit cards, right? He got $66,000 on top of that, right? So what's it called? He didn't have a business side, so I have a business side, as I just showed you. I have a bathroom remodeling company, you know, and business, subcontracting business. Anyways, sorry, I'm high as fuck. Yeah. Oh yeah. He didn't have a business, so he you know, I'm also raising business. Basically, I'm getting business credit cards, and there's different ways you can basically cash out of them. You know. And actually, some of these have been coming with 0 interest for like a year and a half sometimes, which is, if that's the case, because I know he did get a couple that were 0 interest for quite a while. You know the damage you can do with that, you know, especially with a vehicle like this. But no, I'm investing in so many other things. I'm not necessarily going to share you guys with that. I'm not going to share that with you, because in a sense this will leave you to a kind of like an Easter egg hunt. Okay, this channel, I'm just going to show you the ballin' ass lifestyle. You don't even know. Ballin'. It's gonna be ballin'. Thinking about to get an apartment in Colorado. I'm gonna upgrade probably here to one of the townhouses, because I want my own garage now. I'm fucking tired of this not underground, but just, you know, first level garage parking thing where the stack effect happens. The, you know, heat, the wind blows, and also the guys come in, they blow the fucking thing, and they blow, just dirties your car. It's like pointless and wasting money, and then it rains too, whatever, you know. That's just Florida for car washing and shit like that. So anyway, shit's about to change. All right, so let's go back here before. Okay, so I'm not done raising money. So I'm predicting probably like 300, about 300, maybe a little over. So yeah, so just with this alone, okay, let's just, right now, again, credit cards, whatever. So now this number goes over here. Okay, this gives me, you know, the consolidated information from over there, you know, and my target goal is to basically always my trading account to get to a point where it's double of my total money owed. And even though during the process I'm paying down the loan, right, part of it, not a lot, obviously it's more interest, but still, by the time I get to this point, actually it'll be a lot less. So I'm just like being even more conservative because if I want to be more accurate, I would get the amortization schedule of the loans, right, and see how much you know, I'll have to total payoff or whatever. Or well, yeah, what will be reduced, and then one big lump sum payment, right? So I calculated 33% reserves, right? I call it an emergency / opportunity fund. It's also like, let's say if these two financial vehicles were to disappear, right, for whatever reason, I would have a year's worth of money to pay that off. But again, the chances of both of them disappearing, they're two separate entities for sure. Yeah, and of course, I'm you know, I only need like 6 months of this cash generation to invest in other things. Because see, look, after $12,000, I don't need anything else. Okay, I'm basically already living my lifestyle with my concubines, my massage therapist, whatever, you know. So it's not that much more, and I'm just gonna have a lot of money, you know, to invest. And I already got plans because again, I've been looking. So now I have all these things staged. For this you know, good amount of cash flow that's gonna be generated. What else was I saying with that? Oh yeah, so I was breaking down numbers. Okay, so let's go back there again. Fuck, I'm still learning how to do this. Here we go. All right, so 33%. So I'm gonna have 78 grand in my bank, just chilling. Okay, of course I'm gonna tap into a little bit. Well, not really. See, here's the thing. So here's the game plan, right? I'm gonna rent a bunch of nice fancy cars, so I can use my credit cards because they're gonna be very high limits. And if I use them and then I pay them off with this cash every month or whatever, they'll see I'm using it and they'll increase my credit, and then I'll have more access to capital, you know. And again, there's many ways of cashing it out. So yeah, so this is what's left over to completely invest in these platforms, and this is how much is going to go into that platform, right? Because I have the percentages here. So I play with that, and I'm finding this to be the perfect one. Before I actually had 67. So watch what happens when we put, let's see, 67. See? Oh, hold on. What the fuck? Hold on. What's going on here? This is weird. It should have changed. Oh, it did change. What the fuck? I guess Google was a little bit delayed. All right. See, watch. We go backwards. See, 28,000. If I do 67, then I'll make 29,000. So I'm making basically another $1,000 more with that ratio. But that was my original one. Actually, I have to play with it because actually I already got money in the second one already, so I actually got to deduct this allocation of of 47,000. Let's see here. Okay, so then yep. And this number is just to make sure that the math, so this number will match basically this to make sure it's right. And the reason why it's a little bit different is because down here I have a formula of how the money is actually going to move through bank accounts and the fees I'm going to lose and everything, so I get a much more accurate final amount that's actually going to be working on my behalf. So yeah, I should be hitting this pretty regularly. You know, again, this is all based on averages, conservative averages actually. So yeah, so this platform will be bringing me 15 grand a month, more than 15 grand. This other platform will be bringing me 19 grand a month, and yeah, so total gross is 34. Oh, what the fuck? Oh yeah, there it is. Yep. Okay. Yep. Wait. Hold up. Did I just retarded? Okay. Yeah, okay, there we go. Hold on. Let's see that. Yep. Yeah, so actually I will be making 20. What is that? Hold on. Okay, yeah, okay, good. Yeah, after the thing, yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, I was about to say, sorry. I'm high as fuck. Alright, anyways, so yeah, so the total actually be $34,000, right? Gross, but then after servicing the loan, right, then it's the net profit is 28,100, right? And then once my personal expenses, right? What I know I consume of already, right? My baseline. I still have $16,000 left to play over. Of course, I'm going to increase my lifestyle, but I don't think it's going to be more than. Well, see, that's the thing. I think I'm predicting my Audi right now is 1,090, and that's 75 grand. No, hold on. No, sorry. Yeah, that was a 75 grand car, but I leased it for 3 years, so it's only a $34,000 lease loan, and that's costing me a grand a month. So if we're gonna go almost 4 times the price, then we're probably gonna get into the $4,000 a month. But again, part of the car is also for the investment in the YouTube channel, right? Because that's again another money maker. You know, and I mean I said it before, but also I mean I'm making money outside of it too, so I'm not concerned with it too much. Because again, these other things I'm gonna be making more. Basically, I'm making a decent penny from YouTube. Don't get me wrong, but it's probably gonna pale in comparison to my inventions and all these SaaS software as a service or e-courses. Because the more I learn, the more I can teach other people, for a good price. And of course, being a mentor and all this stuff. Again, the car is going to attract the people. I can even put just a little website thing on my car. So that even though it make the car look tacky, but yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anybody do it. Because the other thing is I don't want people necessarily bothering me per se. I can do that with the internet already. I don't have to put it on my car, right? But hey, it's a walking billboard in a sense, right? So I may do it, I may not. I'm not sure. But so $4,000 for the car, so that leaves over about 12,000 still to play with. Again, there are certain things. I'm looking at this one thing. It's cost 60 grand. But with the credit cards, I should be able to do it. Again, pay off the credit cards with this thing. My personal credit score keeps skyrocketing. It's already 801. So, but it'll be like the 850 basically. It'll be the perfect score. In about no time. So yeah. Again, all you guys are going to see is the lifestyle vlogging, basically my lifestyle basically, whereas my other ones I'm teaching people relationship structure, financial structure, or not financial, well, no, I'm not teaching financial, I'm teaching them like basically, I guess I will be teaching, I'm not teaching them for credit repair because we're just gonna, you let companies do that. Because everybody has different unique situations. You just go repair it, get it done. You may even have to hire multiple companies because some of them are just shit shows. They're just every Tom, Dick, and Harry can be a fucking credit repair person or whatever. It's really that easy. But it is important though. So again, just start your journey. Again, journeys have their pitfalls and whatever, but just persevere, as I'm showing you here. This is, you don't even know. Again, that's why I have the videos. We're going to go back in time and then show you the transformation, and bada boom, bada bing. People love that shit, and I know I'll probably reach a couple million people, right? Because I probably will be giving some money away or whatever. People like that, like Mr. Beast type stuff. But it's actually, don't get me wrong, trust me. I know that I am very different, and therefore why I'll, I guess, be famous on YouTube or whatever. I just hope I don't regret it. I like my privacy. I want to go out and I'll be like, hey, it's Dan from Dan the Man. Blah, 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 blah. So anyways, yeah. Oh yeah, so here check this out. Watch what happens if I were to just basically be like a bank, okay? Have 10% reserves. Okay, we go from $28,000 a month to almost 40 grand a month. That's almost $500,000 a year, which is like my super calculated life with my Tesla, my Camaro, $2 million car, $15. But see, that time it was a $15,000 apartment in Colorado. But now I found something cheaper and better, in my opinion, actually. So because it wasn't about the price, but I still may end up doing it just for the experience, But I really do like. Anyways, you'll see. You will see. All right, so there you go. So if I choose to be ultra aggressive, right, and with that I'm making 30 grand after my expenses, you know, so I may just use that because with 1 month I could pay off a whole credit card. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out because I'm making so much money now to do all this stuff. I can wait, basically. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Okay, there we go. There we go. So we're just gonna have that amount of capital generated, so I can basically 100% focus. I'm gonna be distracted. I know for that much to a certain degree. You know, I am gonna live it up a bit. I am definitely gonna live it up a bit. So yeah, I'm about to fly probably Colorado to check out this Aston Martin DBS convertible. Um, or just take a trip to Miami, which actually might be well because I'm potentially partnering up with this guy. And once I have that month's worth of evidence, be like, yo, there it is. Look, boom. You want to do the exact same thing? You know, how much capital you got, man? I know he's going to pivot switch real quick. He's going to tell all his homies, you know, he's going to come to me. As one guy put it, guru. This one guy I was talking to Airbnb again. I ran an Airbnb. I went through hundreds of people, if not thousands, you know, because I actually lived there too. And that's why it gives me a better gauge of the society. I'm in people's homes too, as you can see, you know, remodeling. So it's gonna be crazy, man. It's about to get fucking buck up in here, buck. As you can tell, I'm too excited, man. So there you go. Just wanted to tell you guys, retiring at basically. So I'm, you know, retiring at 38 because I can. As you can see, I have more than enough money than I consume, and I can put that all the way in savings, whatever, right? Which I'm about to start a whole life insurance policy. See, so you know, try to find me in the financial sector. I'm definitely going to be giving some freebie stuff to people, you know, in education. Right now, I'm not doing it because again, the time. So, but I will eventually. But then again, I might just sell it because I just create e-courses because it's much better that way anyway. So, once I know that process very well, like the back of my hand, you know, and more importantly, building the team, man. That's what I'm excited more about, building a team. I know I'm not easy to deal with to a certain degree, but I think with the right pay, most people will persevere, you know. So no pain, no gain, man. It's yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It's a delicate balance of like you give someone an easy ride. It's just like yeah. I mean, it's very dangerous, but all right. Anyways, what else? Can't think of anything else. So there you go. See, if so at any time, you know, like this platform is pretty new, and this is the most riskiest one, but it's paying out the most. But it's also compared again, it's all relative compared to other platforms that are claiming to paying out even like crazier ones and had disappeared when this whole crypto thing market crashed. So anyways, so you guys are gonna see the balling lifestyle because it's fucking crypto. It's crypto's time. It's there's innovation and yeah. So I've seen enough evidence of Wall Street guys saying the money is going to crypto, right? All these wealthy people who were like Mr. Wonderful, I feel like a bug was biting me. Mr. Wonderful, Michael Saylor, you know, I think Elon supposedly just sold his Bitcoin or whatever, but yeah, there's just big institutions, period. BlackRock talking about fucking, you know, and investing in a stable coin. Bro, if you ain't trying to save your money to invest, I don't know what you're doing, man, but all right, well, that's about it. Just wanted to show you guys. This is the estimate. You know, give or take a couple grand, but again, it's not going to kill me because you know the market sometimes, you know, goes a little bit under. But this company's still been doing good because their average is actually 3.91, but the median is 3.3, and that's the number I use now. But before I was using 3%. And either way, you use 3%, it's still, you're still generating thousands of dollars. So I want to tell you guys like my other channel, but no, this channel is all about lifestyle. Oh yeah. There we go. So I may be getting three domestic service providers, as y'all know them, girlfriends. One of them is bringing 2 friends basically. Though I technically fired her already, but when I've been showing her proof. Basically, again, like most girls, doubtful and stuff like that. I'm like, I gave you a contract. I gave you enough money to go see a lawyer. I told you to go see your own lawyer. I cannot give you a lawyer. Therefore, you can't claim that I just fabricated this whole thing, right? Took advantage of this young girl. No, it's like a prenup. So yeah, she owes me, so she's gonna repay it back, right? By being a girlfriend, cooking, cleaning, massage, and sex, right? Again, man, you can request, or not even just men and women, just request your needs. Learn nonviolent communication. Oh, it's just about asking, basically, But in my context too, I show the value. I'm like, look, this is what I bring to the table. Let's quantify this shit and get this conversation over with, okay? So on average, men, you bring more value to the table, but your addiction and need for that sexual access, you throw it all away. And eventually, that shit gets boring anyways. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay. Then you're like, fuck you, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Because yeah, you've had as good as she was, and maybe as good as she still looks, you've had enough, right? Just like take your favorite meal, right? Eat it every day, right? What's gonna happen? You're gonna be disgusted by it. Not because it's no good, but because as good as it was, you had enough. You need something else, right? Now humans can rotate themselves, but that's kind of hard because why? Because most men are paying, it's the money's going one way basically. It's going one way. Don't get me wrong. Depending on the woman and stuff like that, there is some reciprocation, even if it boils down to just the sex, right? I'm just saying, quantify, right, for a couple for a month, if not 3 months, to get a better gauge. Quantify what it would cost you, right? If he wasn't there, if she wasn't there, what would it cost you, right? So, and ladies, basically the protection is the biggest one, that basically is worth the most. You expect us to die for you, then you want a bodyguard, and that bodyguard would cost you, right? Especially one that would say, hey, I'm willing to die for you, but you better pay me like $150 a year, So anyway, so yeah, so I may introduce you guys to 3 of my concubines, domestic service providers, girlfriends, whatever you want to call them. Peace.